the light so y'all can see me. But if y'all are tuning in, let me see. Let me put this up here. All right. I hope that's better for y'all. Hold on. All right. There we go. But yeah, so that is what we are talking about tonight. We are talking about basically you knowing that you are called for more, right? Knowing that you are called for more, knowing that there literally is something else inside of you, right? Hey, user Tia, knowing that there's something else inside of you, but you really just don't know like which way to go. You don't know which way to go. You are overwhelmed, you're inconsistent, right? And honestly, you're probably just tired, right? You literally probably are just tired. And y'all see me looking back and forth because I got one device over here where I am live on YouTube, and then I have my other device over here where I'm live on TikTok. So y'all see me going back and forth. But literally, that is what we are going to talk about tonight. We're basically going to talk about how you are able to start your gifts, right? How you're able to use your gifts, how you're able to start building the vision that God literally has given you, how you're able to overcome that self-doubt, right? How you're able to actually learn how to stop overthinking and actually start moving into the very next level. So those are going to be a few things that we actually are going to talk about. But like I said, if you are coming in, dropping in, definitely put in the comments where you are from, just so you know we can definitely engage a little bit. And then I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I want you to answer in the comments. So just a little recap really quick in reference to what we're going to talk about. We're talking about getting focused on your vision that God has placed inside of you. We're also talking about building that particular vision. We're talking about overcoming self-doubt. And we are talking about how to stop overthinking and literally get outside of the box, right? You want to ensure that you are getting outside of the box, because how can you expect to move forward if you're literally just still stuck in the same spot, right? So you want to ensure that you do that. So one of my questions is that I have is, what's one thing that you know that you are gifted at, right? And I'll drop a few different examples, but I want you to answer that question. What are some things that you know specifically that you are good at? And y'all, that literally can be anything, right? That can be content creating, that literally can be encouraging people. It can be doing hair, right? It can be literally cooking, it can be teaching, it can be speaking, it can be makeup, it can be doing nails, like it can be taking pictures. Like it literally can be any single thing that you put your mind to, right? And we'll talk about, like how define your gifts and all the other good stuff, but you still want to ensure that you know what your gift is, especially if you already know. Typically your gift is something that literally comes natural to you, right? Your gift is your gift literally is um she said New Orleans I train parakeet birds for special needs and artistic individuals. Okay. And she said that's what it is that she do. So hey y'all, come on in. Y'all, I can't see. Hold on. Sun Digital Collective. So thanks for the light. Thanks for the light. So you want to ensure that you know exactly what your gift is. And if some of y'all are coming in late, I want to say that I'm streaming on two different platforms, YouTube and TikTok. So you'll see me bouncing back and forth. But so that was a question. If you guys are just coming in, what is one thing that you know that you are gifted at? What is one thing that you know that you're gifted at? One of the things that I know that I'm gifted at is encouragement. Another one of the things that I know I'm gifted at is leadership, right? So you want to ensure that you know something that it is that you are gifted at. And some of those things, like I was just saying, content creating, encouraging people, literally doing hair, you can do nails. Hey Yolanda, you can cook, you can teach, right? You can speak. Hey Stephanie, you can do leadership, you can do makeup, right? How many of y'all do makeup? How many of y'all do nails? Put something in the chat. Y'all do something. You cook, photography. I mean, literally anything. You have to know what it is that you want to do. Um, because again, we all have gifts, right? We literally all have gifts. And so one thing that I want to talk about is when you have your gift, you have to know sometimes like we're not operating in the gift, right? So you may be like, oh yeah, I have the gift of, okay, cooking, or I have the gift of, teaching. Okay, but what are you cooking? Are you just cooking just for your family? Are you cooking just for your friends? Or are you using your gifts and using your talent and using your purpose into creating that into a business, into creating that into income? Because see, we all can have different gifts, we all can have purpose, but if we're not using that to the best of our ability, then what are we doing? You get what I'm saying? So you want to definitely ensure that when it comes to your gifts, when it comes to your purpose, that you are literally using that in the way that literally is going to help the next person, but not only help the next person to literally be able to help the next person grow. Okay. And understand that your gift is not just for you. When you are gifted, when you have talent, when you have purpose, that is not only just for you. That is literally supposed to be there for you to use so you can, yes, not one only glorify God, but so you literally can help the next person. It's somebody out there literally that is struggling. It is somebody literally that's struggling, or you literally can be the answer to somebody else's prayer. But if you are like slipping on your gifts, how can you expect to help the next person? Hey, Jess. Hey, Sugars 4931. How can you expect literally to, you get what I'm saying, use your gift and use your purpose for the next person? You can't. You can't. You literally cannot expect that. And so I want to talk about more so about getting clear on your gifts, right? So typically your gifts, your talent, and your purpose is something that you typically are that literally comes to you naturally, right? Something that comes to you naturally. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't really know like what my gift is. I don't really know what my purpose is, so on and so forth. But I promise you, you probably do know what your gift is, and you probably do know what your talent is, but you're just not using that the way that you should be, right? Or you know what your gift is, you know what your talent is, but you just really don't know which way to go. You do not have the clarity, right, that you are needing to use your gifts, to use your talent, so you can hopefully eventually start making a business and start making income. A lot of us, pray and be like, oh Lord, please give me a sign, please give me a gift, please let me, allow me to do X, Y, and Z. But you literally have everything that you need literally right in front of you. And I'm gonna need for y'all to stop wasting time on just saying, oh, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting for, the people to come. No, God is waiting on you. He already gave you the gift. He already gave you exactly what it is that you need to be doing for your life. You're just not doing it. You're just not executing that, right? You're literally not executing. So again, excuse me. So in reference to, you have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there. I don't care what gift, what dream it is that you want to do. You have to put yourself out there. Nobody is going to know what it is that you're doing, who it is that you are, if you do not put yourself out there. So going back to what I had said earlier, when I said in reference to gifts, literally, it can be creating content. If you're going to post the post, post the post. If you're going to go live, go live. But you can't expect to go live or just post and not be consistent with it, right? Somebody be like, oh, I like what she's talking about or what she's posting, but then you haven't even continued to post the post or even continue to go live. You also, hey her, you also have to understand, if you like doing hair, okay? Some of y'all braid, some of y'all do weave, whatever. How can you expect, and that could just be your gift. How can you expect somebody, or how can you expect yourself to get clients if you're not posting your stuff? If you're not going around, hey Kelly, if you're not going around telling people, okay, hey, yeah, I do hair, oh, I do braids, oh, I do knotless, oh, I do weaves, whatever. Half of the people that do hair, what are they doing? They are posting what it is that they do. They are posting their results. And then once people get their hair done, what are they doing? They're showing their hair off. You have to do exactly what those people are doing. And I'm just using doing hair as an example. But the same thing when it comes to, I don't care what your gift is, doing nails, makeup. You get what I'm saying? Like literally whatever your gift is typically something that comes natural to you, right? It's typically something that comes natural to you. And so a lot of times we don't have the confidence. A lot of times we don't have the confidence to step into our gifts. We don't have the confidence to step into what it is that God is calling us to do. We don't have the confidence to be like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to step out and I'm going to do it. And some of the reason for that is because one, nobody taught us, right? Like nobody literally taught us how to get on live and how to talk and actually be able to have a full live conversation with somebody. Sometimes I get on live and I talk and I be talking to myself. Why? Because at the end of the day, if I set a goal and I say, okay, hey, I'm going to jump on this live and don't nobody else come on this live, you think I'm going to get all? Absolutely not. Because it could be one person that comes in at the time that they need to come in to hear what it is that I have to say. So you have to have that confidence and you have to be, strong minded and be like, you know what, hey, if don't nobody get in this live, don't nobody get in this live. Same thing when you posting your content. If you only get 10 views and 1 likes, okay. Don't allow that to discourage you from posting the content because eventually you have to have that visibility. Eventually, somebody's going to be like, oh, hey, I like her content. I like what it is that she's doing. But if you get so discouraged in the very one thing that, oh, nobody liked my live, oh, nobody liked my content, oh, I only got 1 view, or I only got 10 views and only 1 like, okay, so be it. Okay, check that off for that day and say, hey, I went live, I posted the content. And then when the next day comes, you do the exact same thing. Nobody's going to know who you are and what you do if you do not put yourself out there and if you do not have the confidence to do that. A lot of us are literally called to lead. A lot of us are called to teach. A lot of us are called to create, right? A lot of us literally are called to heal people. A lot of us are called to build communities. A lot of us are called to do so many things, but we're not operating in that gift, not because we don't know what our gift is and not because we lack the potential, but because we don't have the skill, or maybe we don't have the structure, or we just don't have the clarity, right, in reference to which direction we are really supposed to be going. So the question that I want to ask is, if you know that you have a gift, or you know that you have a purpose, well, we all have a purpose, but I'm just saying, if you know that what your gift is or what your talent is, right, I want you to put that in the comment, because again, we all have gifts, we all have talents. I just literally said excuse me, that one of my gifts is encouraging. Another one of my gifts is leadership. That's just 2 that I'm going to talk about, but we all have different gifts. Okay, so if you know what your gift is, I want you to go ahead and put it in the comment, because I want to see, do you even know what your gift is? And then if you're someone that says, I kind of really don't know what my gift is, I don't really know what my talent is. Okay, so then I want you to think back, and I want you to be like, okay, what is something that people literally come to me on a daily for? Or what is something that I do that literally flows naturally? I will appreciate the follow. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the follow. Coach Miss B. Hey, girl. Hey. What is going on? Is it Diamond? I hope I said that right. Um, but you have to know what it is that I'm sorry. So going back to your gifts. So if you are one that says, hey, I really don't know what my gift is, what my purpose is, what my talent is, I want you to think and go back and figure out, what are some things that people literally come to you? What are some natural things, right, that people literally just come to you and hey, mommy, what are some things that people literally just come to you? What are some things that, maybe they ask you? What are some things that you love to do or you enjoy doing, especially without getting paid? Let me say that again. What are some things that you probably wouldn't even mind doing if you did not get paid? That right there is a gift. That right there is a talent. That right there is purpose. And the reason why I say that is because we can do a lot of stuff. We can do a lot of stuff. And it's like, oh, I ain't doing it because I ain't getting paid. Oh, I ain't doing that because ain't no income coming in. Oh, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. But what is the very one thing that you know that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And even if if I get paid, like, it's cool. But if I don't, it's cool too. You get what I'm saying? And one of the things for me is mentoring. When I sit up here and I mentor kids. Literally, that is a passion of mine. That is a purpose of mine. Because yes, I know my value and I know my worth. So I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, hey, getting money from a do. But at the end of the day, if I don't get money from it, I don't get money from it, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing that just for me. I'm doing that to help somebody else. I'm doing that to help the next child. I'm doing that to help the next parent. I'm doing that because I love to do it. But there's another thing too, where, like I said, you could take your gifts, you could take your talents, and you literally can turn it into income. You literally can turn it into a business. And that's what I did with my youth mentoring program. I initially was in the school system. I did a STEM program in the school system for 2 years. And then I branched out and I started my own youth mentoring program. And then I did that for the summer for 6 weeks. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Like, and that wasn't just the only business that I have had throughout the years. I've had several different businesses, right? I did t-shirts, I did candles, just a whole bunch of other stuff. But my youth mentoring program came out of my purpose. My youth mentoring program came out of my heart. You get what I'm saying? In reference to the goals and the things that I personally wanted to do. And so after this, the 6 week program ended, I was like, you know what? I literally can help other people turn their gifts and turn their passions into income. I literally can help other people turn their gifts, turn their purpose, turn their passions into a business. Why? Because I personally have done that myself. Okay. And so the thing about it is, sometimes, like I say, we typically get stuck when it comes to, okay, what is the gift? What is the passion? Or I know what the gift is, I know what my passion is, but I really just don't know how to get started, right? I really don't know which way to go, so on and so forth. Okay. And if, before I continue to go on, if you are one that says, you know, hey, I want to get clear on my vision, I want to get clear, you get what I'm saying, on my purpose, I want to take my gifts and my dreams literally to the next level. Because y'all, we are just stagnant. We're sitting in the car. We're not, we got the keys in, we got the car running, we got the car on, but we are not moving. We have yet to put that car in drive to literally move. Why? Because we are afraid. We are afraid things are going to go wrong. We are afraid that, you know, fear of success or rejection or all of the things, self-doubt. You get what I'm saying? Procrastination, hesitation. All of these things is literally keeping you away from your goal. And if you are someone that says, you know what, I want to eventually be that type of person where I have the consistency, I have the accountability, right? I have what it takes to use my gifts, my dreams, my talents, and literally move forward, step up to the next level, and elevate. I want to invite you into the Believe Your Vision community, right? And if some of you guys don't know what Believe Your Vision is, literally it's just that. So my youth mentoring program was Believe Your Vision Youth Mentor. I can't talk tonight, y'all. The youth mentor program was Believe Your Vision Youth Mentor program. But then recently, I was like, you know what? Believe Your Vision is more than just a youth mentor program. It's a movement. And literally, that's exactly what it is. Believe Your Vision is a movement to allow people and encourage people to be like, hey, you have gifts, you have talent, you have purpose. You need to use your gifts, use your income, right, to impact other people. And you can use your gifts and your talents to create income. You can use your gifts and your talents to create your business, as long as you believe in yourself. Because if you do not believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? Nobody is going to believe in you if you do not believe in yourself. That's the very first thing. So that's where B.Y.V comes from, right? That's where B.Y.V comes into place. B.Y.V stands for Believe Your Vision. You can do anything that you want to, but you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you, right? So I want to, hey, becoming her, I want to encourage you guys to click my profile picture, click the link in the bio, scroll down, you're gonna see join Believe Your Vision community. It's a community where I'm gathering a lot of men and women together, so we literally all can focus on that very thing, which is going to be our gifts. Each and every one of us have different gifts. So your gift is going to be different from my gift, and my gift is going to be different from your gift. However, it's okay if we have different gifts. You should want to have a different gift, right? You shouldn't want to have the same gift as somebody else. But if you're ready to be disciplined, if you're ready to be consistent, if you are literally ready to be confident, right, in the skin that you're in, if you're ready to be confident in your goals, if you're ready to be confident in your gifts, and if you're ready to be confident in your talents and in your purpose, then I do want to invite you to go and join the Believe Your Vision community. We kick off June 1st. So June 1st will be the first day that we go live. Um, y'all just want to make sure that you get in there, right? Because again, if you know what it is that you want to do and you want to create that income and you want to start that business, you need to get around like-minded people. You need to get around people who literally are gonna want to be around each other, but you can learn from each other. You can figure out what other people's gifts are. You can figure out what people are doing, what people are not doing. You literally can be around a community that literally just wants to see you learn, right? That literally wants to see you elevate into the next level. So if you are just coming in, I want you to drop down your gifts. What are some things that you guys know that you're good at? I said literally it could be anything. It literally can be anything: makeup, hair, nails, leadership, right? Encouragement. All of the things literally puts you in position to be, because you can have so many ideas, right? You can have so many ideas. And that was one of my problems, right? Like I had so literally, I had so many ideas. I had so many ideas in reference to, like, okay, what is it that I want to do? Right. Like, what is it that I want to do? What is it that God is literally calling me to do? Right. And you too, I ain't forget that y'all over here. I have to keep looking over here because I'm looking at my phone and I feel like I'm neglecting y'all. but um, but yeah, so more importantly, you have to, oh, that's what I was saying. So I was saying, with me, I had to figure out, right, like, what is my gift? What is my goal? What is it that I'm trying to do? And I say this all the time. I say, so some people be like, well, I don't know how to find my gift, X, Y, and Z. This is what you need to do. You need to get pen, get paper, and you literally need to write down a list. Write down a list of the things that you love to do. Write down a list of your strengths. Write down a list of every single thing that you love to do and every single thing that you love, excuse me, that you enjoy. And then from that list, excuse me, y'all. And from that list, literally what I did was I prayed over my list. I literally prayed over my list because I'm like, okay, I have so many gifts, I have so many talents, so many ideas, right? But I'm just like, okay, but God, which way, which way do you want me to go? Because I can't just take the million ideas that I have and throw all of these hair air and throw all of these gifts into one box, right? I just can't do it. I can eventually do it, but I can't do it all at the same time. And so after I literally wrote down my list and wrote down the things that I knew that I was good at, I'm like, okay, Lord, how is it that you want me to use this gift, right? How is it that you want me to, or what is it, right, that you want me to do when it comes to my gifts and my purpose and my talent? And over the course of a couple of days or whatever, I eventually was able to know and understanding, and God literally gave me what it was that I was supposed to be doing. I also went in the Bible and I looked up the spiritual gifts, because I'm like, let me compare and not necessarily contrast, but let me compare and see what are some of the gifts that I personally have that are in the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And cross reference and figure out, like, okay, should I be going left or should I be going right? And a couple of things that I found out and that I just discovered for myself was I have the gift of leadership. I have the gift of encouragement. And again, like I said, your gifts and your talents are basically what comes to you naturally. It's something that you love to do. It's something that you don't even have to think twice about. You get what I'm saying? It's something that you don't even have to think twice about. What are some of the things that, hey, Patrice, if I said that correctly. Thank y'all for coming in. And I'm just like, okay, what is it that it is that you want me to do? And so I always reference First Corinthians 12:4-11. And then I have Romans 12:6-8. And it literally talks about the spiritual gifts, right? And a lot of people think, oh, when we talk about gifts and when we talk about, y'all, this light is, whew, when we talk about gifts and when we talk about, our purpose, like, oh, you only have to use your gift in ministry, or you only have to use your gift while you're in the church. No, you do not. Your everyday life, you need to be using your gift. You need to be using your gift on your job. You need to be using your gift while you're around your family. You need to be using your gift while you're around your friends. You get what I'm saying? You need to be using your gift and stepping into your purpose all day, every day, all the time. It ain't just when you stepping inside church. You get what I'm saying? Because see, some people don't even go to church, but you still can operate in your gift. So you have to understand that whatever it is that God has given you, He has given it to you for a purpose. Now, a lot of people don't step into their gifts because they fear that they are unclear, right? They fear, oh, not they fear. Well, yeah, they do fear too, but they feel unclear. They don't know which way to go, right? Like I say, the fear comes in, the rejection comes in, literally all of the things, right, comes in when it comes to trying to literally operate in that purpose. And we literally just do not execute on our vision. We do a lot of talking, right? We do a lot of talking of, oh yeah, I'm gonna do, this gift, or I'm gonna step into my purpose, but we do not fully execute. We are afraid to fail. We are afraid to post. We are afraid to look silly. We are afraid of starting over. And that is what is hindering you from your blessing. That is what is actually hindering you from being the next person. That is what is hindering you from elevating to the next level. It's fear, 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 fear. That is why fear. And the longer you continue to feel scared, the longer you continue to show up, not show up, the longer that you continue to not post, right? Because again, like I said, a lot of people know what they're supposed to be doing, but we're just scared. We're just scared. And again, this did not come overnight. Let me tell y'all this. This was not something that came overnight. Initially, like getting on live, I used to get on live on other platforms, but as far as when I first went live on TikTok, I was just like, I don't know. But you have to continue to keep doing it. You have to continue to keep doing it. And as far as, because I have my other device over here, and as far as YouTube, this is my actual first live video on YouTube. I've been doing videos lives on TikTok, but as far as YouTube, first live that I'm doing. First live that I'm doing. But you have to understand that once you continue to start doing something and you do it repeatedly and keep going, it literally like becomes natural. You get what I'm saying? It literally becomes something that you be like, oh, that ain't nothing. I can get up here, I can do this. That's the same thing with your gifts. That's the same thing with your talent. That's the same thing with the thing. Y'all gotta turn the fan on because it's getting hot here. But that's literally the same thing that you have to do when it comes to your gifts and when it comes to your talents. Working a business is not for the weak. But when you start to step into your purpose and step into your gifts and start working on it, you literally need to start doing it every single day. Every single day. My goal was, I told myself, I said, every single day, I'm going to go live. Now, I went live maybe like 4 days consistently. And then on Sunday, I was like, no, I'm not going to go live on Sunday because Sunday I'm trying to just let it, just be me, my rest day, and, just chill out. And then I didn't go live on Sunday. And then I didn't go live on Monday. Then I didn't go live on Tuesday. Didn't go live on Wednesday. And I was like, hold on, wait. I said one day. I was going to chill for one day. And I ended up chilling for 3-4 days. And now I'm just getting back on live on Friday. Absolutely not. That is unacceptable for me. What's up, Nat? That is unacceptable for me. That is unacceptable. And when you catch yourself doing something or not doing something, you need to be like, okay, you know what? Hey, let me reverse this, right? Let me reverse this and figure out what it is that I need to do. What is it that I need to do? I ain't never been live on YouTube. Still trying to figure it out. But again, I'm not going to allow that to stop me from going live on YouTube because that's a goal of mine that I want to eventually end up doing. Going live on YouTube, going live on TikTok. Post the content. Go live. People are not going to know what it is that you do if you do not share and tell people what it is that you do. You have to get visibility. People have to know what it is. Thank you for joining the live. People have to know what it is that you're doing. So if you're just coming in, I'm talking about your gifts and your talents and your purpose. And a lot of people are not stepping into it because we are not confident. A lot of people are not stepping into their gifts is because we are afraid to post. We are afraid of failure. We are afraid of, oh my gosh, if I go live or if I step into my calling, it's not going to work. I have the gift of cooking. I have the gift of doing hair. I have the gift of doing nails. I'm just naming things, right? Hey, King, I have literally the gift. Your gifts are not random, y'all. Your vision is not random. Your gift is not random. Your vision is not random. And I believe that every season, right there's gonna be something. Something's gonna come up where it's gonna, be like, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe this ain't for me. No, maybe it is for you, and maybe you just gotta keep going. Right? You literally just have to keep going because things are not just gonna always be in full sight. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is just gonna ever always go right. Sorry, y'all. I feel like I had to clean my thing. But nothing is ever gonna just always go right, right? Hey Beverly, nothing is ever just gonna always go right. And so when you start doubting yourself, you start to speak negative, right? You start to speak negative. What is this glare that is on my glasses? But you literally start to speak negative about yourself, right? You start speaking negative, you start to have the self-doubt, you start struggling with consistency, right? You start becoming overwhelmed. Um and I actually had to rebuild, right? I literally had to rebuild because initially before I stepped into like this whole, new thing, I was doing traveling. I was traveling, well, I was a travel agent rather. And I was like, you know what? Traveling is something that I like to do, right? Like I was, leading people and all these things, but I'm like, that's not, it's a passion of mine for me to travel. And I could teach people how to be a travel agent and so on and so forth, but that just wasn't the calling. That wasn't my assignment. You get what I'm saying? Like you can be good at something and that's not your actual purpose. That's actually not your assignment. You can be so good at a lot of things, but that is just not your assignment. You have to figure out what your assignment is, right? You have to figure that out. And it doesn't necessarily have to come overnight. It's not going to come overnight. Honestly, I had to end up doing I ended up doing a 90-day fast, not just for that, but it was other things that I was praying for that I wanted God to do, whatever. And I literally had to do a 90-day fast. I did a 90-day fast of, just a few things. And during that time, I literally learned like, okay, yes, I have my youth mentoring program. And there was a season for that, right? There was a season for my youth mentoring program. That season, I'm not going to say, I'll say this, that particular season is over, but the assignment is not over. Let me say that season is over, but the assignment is not over. What do I mean by that? Okay, I started my own individual youth mentoring program. I did it for the 6 weeks. After I did it for the 6 weeks, I was trying to do it again for the fall, and I was going to do it again this year, but I'm just like, I need to be focusing on something else right now. Hey, Will, thanks for joining the live. I need to be focused on something else right now, right? So it's not necessarily like putting it on the back burner, but it's just like, okay, hey, that season right now for that youth mentoring program is over. However, the assignment is still in place. You can still have the assignment in place, but you have to move differently now. You have to operate differently now, right? Suppose God's saying you still gonna have, your youth mentoring program, but I'm getting ready to give you bigger and better. You get what I'm saying? So the assignment is still there, but the season of me literally putting in everything by myself. I'm talking about to the application, to the organizing, y'all. It was a lot. To literally organizing the venue of where we were going to meet, to putting together the actual handbook for my parents so they'll know exactly what we were doing, from planning all of the field trips, from recording all of the stuff that I had to do, from posting, right, from going live, from making flyers, from calling the parents. Like I did all of that by myself. And I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is that season of me literally doing all that, I'm believing that God is saying, "Hey, that's coming to an end because I have bigger and better for you. You're getting ready to get a team, so you don't have to do all of that." So the assignment is still the same, but the season is changing. Okay, and that's the same thing when it comes to your gifts and your talents and your purpose. Your assignment can still be the same, but your season is changing. You can't operate the same thing in different seasons. When winter come, you not gonna wear stuff that you used to wear in the summer. And when summer coming as hot as 100 degrees outside, you're not gonna wear what you was wearing in the winter. Winter, I'm talking about winter. In the winter. So your season can change, but your assignment is still going to be the same. So I hope y'all are literally picking down what I'm putting up, because that is true. That is true. That is true. And so, like I said, if you are one that you know that you have a business or you want to start a business, right? You have your vision, you have your goals, you literally want to, like I say, be around other people, right, who are committed to their vision, committed to their dream, and literally just want, right, like the best for themselves, right? If you're definitely looking for, excuse me, a place to grow, if you're looking for a place to elevate, if you're looking for a place to be disciplined, if you're looking for a place where we speak positivity over, excuse me, negative self-talk, because if you are one that says, it's time to elevate, because that's what it was for me. That's what it was for me. That's what I said. I said, at the end of the day, it's time for me to elevate. I do not want to be the same person that I am. This is last year that I'm saying this to myself, but I'm just saying I don't want to be the same person today, a year from later. So what did I have to do? I had to change. I had to change my mindset. I had to change my thinking. I literally had to change things that I thought about myself and that I said to myself, right? Because life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So as long as you continue to speak negative over yourself, as long as you continue to speak that negativity, as long as you continue to surround yourself with negativity, as long as you continue to do that, then guess what's going to happen? Negative things are going to happen, negative things are going to come. But once you start getting yourself around positive people, once you start speaking right life into you, then things are going to start coming. You have to learn how to literally to start manifesting these things over your life. You have to start writing your goals down. You have to start making a schedule. And I'm not saying like, okay, ain't nobody perfect. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody's going to ever be perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. And you shouldn't want to be perfect, because I feel as though when you are perfect, like there's no room to grow. This glare, y'all, this glare is, I don't like it. But you shouldn't want to be perfect. What's up, Big Sam? Not the little okay. Said Big Sam, not the little one. Say it again. But when you start speaking positive over yourself, like, hey Juan, good things are gonna start happening, right? And like I said, I didn't necessarily just get here overnight. But when you literally start learning how to retrain your brain, right? Retrain your brain, rewire the things that you think. Like I literally had to start writing my goals down. I don't even have my journal up here. It's downstairs. I ain't going to get it. But I created the Believe Your Vision journal. If y'all see my name on the platform, it is Latoya Riley B.Y.V. And what does that stand for? B.Y.V. stands for Believe Your Vision. Because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, but you also can do everything that you want to do as long as you believe in yourself. So if you are ready to grow, elevate, become disciplined, right? Make sure that you have that consistency and develop your gifts, develop your purpose. Finally, build the vision that you keep talking everyone else about, but you have yet to have gotten started. You have yet to officially execute. Overcome the self-doubt, overcome the overthinking, right? You need to join and get inside the Believe Your Vision community. So you're gonna hit the profile picture. You're gonna go to the website. Well, my personal website is gonna say Beacon. So you're gonna click on the picture, click on the picture again. Go to beacons, and then you're gonna scroll down. Hey, Yolanda, you're gonna scroll down, and you're gonna see Believe Your Vision Community. And like I said, that is a place if you are literally looking to grow. It's a supportive community, okay, where we're literally going to have the confidence, right? I'm going to show you and I'm going to teach you the leadership skills, right? The skills and the structure that you need to use your business. I mean, to build your business, the skills and the structure that you need literally to turn your God-given gifts into an impactful business, into some income, because a lot of us can have the skill. I mean, I'm sorry, a lot of us can have the talent, a lot of us can have the gifts, and a lot of us can have purpose. But if we do not have the skills, and if we do not know how to show up for ourselves, be consistent, be confident, be disciplined, motivate ourselves when other people ain't motivating us, how do you expect to get far? How do you expect to get far? You can't depend on and wait for mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother, best friend, and all of them. You can't wait on them, because at the end of the day, they got their own lives. They doing whatever it is that they need to do. You need to do what you need to do. Yeah, they could come and they can support you, but at the end of the day, we're not waiting on nobody. We are not waiting on anybody. So, like I said, if you're literally ready to step into leadership, surrounding your God-given gifts, literally surrounding your God-given gifts and impacting yourself, but also impacting other people. Okay. Our live kicks off on June 1st. So it's going to be in the school community. You have to click my profile picture. Once you click it, the another profile picture will come up. You have to click that and you'll see my Beacons website. You have to click the Beacons website. And then once you click the website, you have to scroll down until you see the Believe Your Vision community. We kick off our live on Monday. So we'll do our calls every Monday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Those lives, yes, they will be recorded, but you're going to learn literally, y'all, so much. You're going to learn growth development. You're going to learn leadership. You're going to learn confidence. You also are going to have that accountability, right? That motivation, that support, that guidance on building your business from the ground up. Or maybe you already have your business and you don't necessarily need help from the ground up, but you're just stuck, right? You're going to get the clarity from that and literally create your own brand from your gifts. Okay. That is what you are literally going to be able to get from that B.Y.V community. There's gonna also be like monthly challenges, activity, community engagement, all of that inside the Believe Your Vision community. So, like I said, if you are literally one that is wanting to just build confidence, right? Build confidence, leadership, the skills surrounding your God-given gifts, okay? The skills surrounding your God-given gifts, then you need to join us in the Believe Your Vision community, okay? Because like I say, we trying to elevate. We are literally trying to elevate. We are trying to elevate. We're not trying to be stagnant. We're not trying to be the same. Okay, we're just not. We're not trying. Hey, Cruz Vexen, we are literally not trying to be the same. Your gifts, your skills, your God-given gifts, your skills and your talents, you have to use them. They were not put in place for you to literally just be sitting on your gifts. No, that is not what you are here on this earth to do. You need to start using your gift to impact somebody else. You need to start using your gift to solve somebody else's problems. You need to start literally using your gifts and turn your gifts into a business, turn your gift into income. Okay, turn your gift into income. There are literally a lot of people who are sitting on their gifts, and the reason why they're sitting on their gifts. Thanks for joining, Cruz Vision. The reason why people are literally sitting on their gifts is because they are scared. They are afraid. Oh well, maybe this won't work out. Well, maybe it will. Maybe it will work out, right? You have to stop thinking negative. Okay. You literally have to stop thinking negative and just go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. Fear, self-doubt, all of that is what's causing you to not move forward. Okay. So, that is that, y'all. So, like I say, if you have not already joined the Believe Your Vision community, make sure that you do so. I will be back up here on live sometime this before the end of the week is out. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow, but make sure that you guys do that. If y'all have any questions, definitely let me know. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.